Yes.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning, mister.
Good morning, mister.
How are you?
How are you today?
¿Me escuchan bien?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so
Yes.
Yes.
as we do every day, guys, we are going to pray to the Lord, first of all, and then we're going to discuss the homework. And after that, we are going to discover the new topic for today class, right? So I will ask for Angela, please, to pray to the Lord. So
Okay.
everybody, put your hand down, put your hand together, and close your eyes. And let's listen to Angela because she's going to pray today.
Okay.
Okay, Angela, you may start.
Okay. Gracias, Señor, por este día que nos has dado. Cuida a nuestra familia y que no espere y que no les pegue esta pandemia y que estén con bien, que no nos falte la comida y también y amén.
Amen. So, guys, um, can you tell me which was the topic that we were discussing last class? Do you remember?
The, the multiple of 10.
Raise your hand, please. Raise
Oh,
your hand if you want to participate. Okay, Angeles, could you share, please, with us? Which was the last topic?
Parents for dividing with decimals.
Okay, good. Excellent. Excellent. And tell me, what we have to do with those exercises? Or what we have to do? Or what is this topic?
we have to divide.
We are talking about divisions, right? But in this case, we
Yes.
are talking about decimal numbers, right? And we also talk about factors. Yes?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
And also we divide the numbers with the number of the place value. Yes, Andrea Montserrat? Yes, Andrea? Okay, so guys, I asked you, right, last class to develop page 303, right? And 305. Yes? Did you
Yes.
do your homework?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, mister, it's so easy.
it's
Yes.
easy, guys. So
I want to
let's go
participate.
everybody to page, please, 303, página 303, everybody. And I'm gonna ask for some of you to answer some questions, right? Just to check if you did your homework, right? So I'm gonna ask for Christian Menjivar to tell me the answer of exercise number 3 in page 303.
3.702.
Okay, but first, Christian, you have to read the problem, and after that, you have to put the answer.
370.2 divided into 10
The second,
factors. The
okay,
second factor.
when we are reading numbers with factors, we say 10, we say the number, right? 10, and then we say to the second, if you have a 2, if you have a 3, you have to the third, to the fourth, to the fifth, sorry, and then we say power, right? In this case, it's 10 to the second power, right?
Power.
Good. So, Christian, could you provide the answer again?
3.702.
3 and 702. Do you have the same answer, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
good. So
Mister.
let's continue then. Diego Amador, tell me you have a different answer?
No.
No. Okay, so let's continue then, Gabriel. In the same page, Gabriel, could you please share Exercise number 5.
Number 5, 7.25
Okay,
divided
stop,
in
stop,
10.
stop there, stop there. So remember that when we are reading decimal numbers, you don't have to say point. Do you remember how to say the decimal point in a
Yes, and.
and,
And.
right? And, like for example, 7 and 25. Okay, continue, Gabriel, again.
Okay, 7 and 25 divided in 10 is equal to 0.725.
Good.
And.
Excellent. Awesome. Do you have
And,
the same
sí,
answer,
and.
guys? Do you have the same
Yes, it's
answer?
correct.
Yes,
Yes. Excellent.
this is
Awesome.
correct.
This topic is
Me, mister, the next one.
okay, Miguel Avila. Okay, could you please share the exercise number 8 in the same page?
And 2,810 divided by 10 exponent 4. The answer is 0 and 2,810.
810? You sure? What happened when you have a 0 at the end? Oh, the end.
811.
No. When you got a 0 at the end of the number in the answer, you have to drop the 0, right? So the answer is 0 and 281.
81.
Yes. Do you have that answer? Okay, Miguel.
Yes,
Miguel
mister.
Avila, you have to correct your answer, right?
Yes.
Miguel?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so in the same page, Andrea Larissa, could you please share exercise 10?
364 and 24 divided by 10 to the first power is equal to 36 and 424.
Excellent. Awesome. Do you have the same answer, guys?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
Yes,
Good.
I have
Now,
the same answer.
do you have questions with this topic?
No, it's so
mister,
easy.
it's so
We
easy.
will, we will
Lo que pasa, lo que yo casi no entiendo es cuando ponen
Angela,
la.
Angela, you have to speak in English. Remember that this is a English class.
Because I don't understand what the comma and divided was power of 10.
Okay, remember that when you say 10 and then the factor, right? It is also the same. Like 10 to the 0 factor is equal to 1, right? And then 10 to the first power is equal to say 10, right? 10 to the second power, it is equal to say that is 100. And 10 to the third power is equal to say 8,000, right? It is the same. It is the same, right? Good. Let's
Yes.
continue then. Let's continue. Uh, the same, right? In the same page, I will ask for, let's see, Diego Amador, yes, to share with us exercise 14. 14.
136 and 5 divided in 10
So, yes,
equal is 5 and 136.
the answer, could you please share again the answer?
5 and 136.
5 and 136.
It's incorrect, mister.
Okay,
have the
wait,
answer, mister.
wait, guys.
I have the
I'm gonna ask for Diego Amador, please, to tell me what did you do in this answer and how did you get this answer? What did you do, Diego?
I divide the numbers.
You divide the numbers, right? But remember that we have 10, right? And 10, it is equal to say, how many zeros we have in 10?
One.
1, right? So how many times do I have to move the decimal point to my left?
One.
Once, right? So in the same number, move once your decimal point. Please, Diego Amador, and tell me which is the answer. You have to write the same number as you have in the exercise. But the only thing is that you have to move the decimal point once, right, to your left. And now, Diego Amador, tell me which is the answer.
13.
14, yes?
Point B. And 65.
Yes, of course. 13 and 65. Do you have the same answer, guys? Yes? Good. So, now, I noticed that you don't have problem with this exercise.
Mister, in what part we are?
303 clinics.
Yeah, but in what number?
14, 14. Okay, now, so, as you don't have any problem here, I'm gonna
No.
ask to go to page 305. And we start in the homework practice, right? In the same topic. So to conclude with this discussion of the homework, I'm gonna ask, please, to solve problem. We are going to solve a problem right now, right? In the page 306, we are going to solve problem number, let's see, 20. Now let's do number 19. I think that is better. Number 19. It is a little bit difficult.
Mister, we don't have 19 in page 305. We have just
306.
18.
306. You have a problem, and the problem is 19. And the problem begins, the city has a section of land that problem you're going to solve. I'm gonna do it here as well, my homework.
Finish. Mister, finish.
Which is the first thing that you have to do? You have to identify, right? The dividend and the divisor. And which is the dividend in this problem?
3,694 and 7 by 10.
Okay, 3,694 and 7, right? And which is the divisor? 10, right? So, guys, what you have to do? How many zeros you have in the divisor? How many zeros you have in the divisor? One. So, how many times do I have to move the decimal point to our left?
One.
Once, right? So, in the same answer, you write 3,000, right? 694 and 7. So, you have to move the decimal point once. And which is the answer you got? 3,000.
369.
364.47.
Okay, and 47. Okay, good. So, everybody had the same answer, guys? Or do you have another answer? A different answer?
Yes, I have the same answer. The same.
The same? Good. So, we will stop here with this topic and we will continue with today's topic. right? But first, before you look for the page, I need you to pay attention and close your book for a while. Close your book for a while, right? And I'm gonna show you, right, a presentation in order you to understand the topic. So please pay attention, and then if you have questions, right, we will have a time to answer questions, right? Eh, I don't know if you are able to watch the presentation.
Yes.
Yes?
Ya la quité.
Okay, wait. Let's wait for a while. What about now? Can you see the presentation, guys?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Wait. Okay. Now, can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so could you please, Angela, read what we have here?
Me, Mister.
Angela, yes.
Estimate decimal quotients. Estimate us rounding. Estimate us compatible numbers.
Okay, so the topic for today, guys, is estimate decimal quotient, right? But first of all, what we understand about estimate. What is estimate, guys? Do you remember what is estimate? Do you remember what is estimate a number?
Sí, aproxima a number.
Okay, to get close, right, to another number, right, in order to make easier the division in this case, right? Like, for example, estimate, okay, this exercise you are going to do a lot, right? Estimate 38 and 5. 38 and 5. Estimate that number to the nearest 10. 38 and 5. 38 and 5. To the nearest 10. To the nearest 10. Thirty-eight and 5. Estimate this number, guys, to the nearest 10. To the nearest 10.
40.
40, mister.
40.
40.
Mister, 40.
40. And why 40? Okay.
Because the
Start
number
decimal.
it is nearest to
It is nearest.
To the nearest 10,
it
right?
is
Because
past
if I
to
round
5.
this number, guys, listen. Okay, Gabriela, tell me.
Because the 5, it is equal to 50, so it is equal to 40.
Yes. So, listen, guys. Why we have 40? Because if we have, this is the number that I have to, right? The number 8, this is the number that I have to round, right? If I would be rounding numbers, the number would be 39, right? 39, because 5, right? It is closer to 10, right? And then it's becoming 9. But I'm telling you that you have to estimate the number to the nearest 10, right? And which is the nearest 10? We have 39. Which is the nearest 10 we have? 30 or 40?
40.
40, right? So
40.
if we estimate number to the nearest 10 of 100, it means that you have to write that nearest number, right? In this case, The nearest 10 is 48 is 40, right? So let's continue then with the presentation. Let's continue then with the presentation, right? So we have two ways, guys. We have ways to solve division using estimate numbers, right? And the first one is estimate use rounding, right? That is the thing that we just do right now. And then estimate use compatible numbers, right? Like for example, we have more 10 more minutes. Let's continue then. Like for example, if you are going to look for numbers that are easy to operate, right? Like for example, if you have in the dividend 38, right? And then you have in the divisor 8, right? How would you estimate these numbers? I'm gonna write in order you to understand better. If I tell you that you have to estimate these numbers, okay. If I tell you that you have to estimate this number, like for example, 45, right? Divided 45. Let's write a decimal number. 45 and
7.
and 7 and 7, right? Divided in 4 and 3. So how would you do this exercise, guys? How would you estimate these numbers using what? The second option.
Round
You
the
have to
number.
round first, looking for numbers that are easier to solve or to operate, right? So in this case, guys, you have 45, right? You have 45 and 7, and then you have 4 and 3. So the
45
thing that I
have to
have to
round.
look is to become these two numbers in order to make easier than to operate them, right? Like for example, if I have here 45, like for example, we're going to become this number in 45. So as you have here 4, now the thing is, the idea is that you have to look a number that is easier to operate. So let's try with multiples of these numbers.
Mister,
Okay, Baden, tell me.
it is 46 because 7 is...
No, okay. Wait, Baden. If we are looking numbers, right, easy or easier to operate, we're going to write 45 here. And I'm gonna explain you why. And then I'm gonna write here, if I have 4 here, if I write 5, what happened? Are these numbers easier to divide?
Yes.
Yes, right? That's the
Absolutely
idea,
not.
Baden. To become this number easier to divide. Like for example,
Yes.
so now I divide 45 in 5. How many times 5 fixing 45?
9.
9. 9. 9. 9.
9.
9.
9.
9.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's the answer, guys. That's the answer. As simple as.
Yes.
Do you understand so far, guys?
Yes, miss.
Yes?
Mister. Yes, Mister.
Okay, let's continue then with the presentation.
Today have 2 hours of math.
Yes. Okay, now let's continue then, right? then estimate the answer to, right? So operate these two numbers, guys. Remember that we have this sign here but this sign means that is a division, right? It is the same.
Yes.
So try to solve this. 622 divided in 39. You have to use, right, the option we have. You may estimate, right, to the nearest 10 or 100, or estimate looking numbers that are easier to operate them. You got the answer?
Mister.
Are you working in the answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Ten times.
The Mister, the answer are two.
Which one?
The answer are two.
2. Number 2 is the answer.
Is 15.
Which one?
It's 15, Mister.
15.
Mister is 10. Is 10.
10.
It's
Yes.
15.
Let's see. Okay. Okay. Here we have the answer. Who said 15? Gustavo, right? Gustavo, Beran, good. Someone else has 16? Yes, good, excellent. So, why
Mister,
is this
me.
the answer? Because 622 is near to 620, right? Because 620 is the nearest 10 in this number, right? And then 39, which is the nearest 10 of 39? Which is the nearest 10 of 39? 40, right? So the division would be 620 divided in 40. That is equal to 15. So someone else got a different answer of 15. Oh, everybody has 15. Everybody have 15?
Yes.
Okay, let's continue then.
Yes.
Let's continue then. Let's continue then with the presentation. Okay, then we have here another exercise. Could you please, Miguel Amador, read this exercise?
Okay. Estimate to answer calculation deploy. Two calculating reading
Two
in
clouds,
cloud are
two
two
clouds.
cloud reading in clouds are positioned at different distance
Yes.
across the beginning to 10 meters.
Okay, so two clouds reading unicycles are positioning at different distance across the big top, as seen here in meters, right? So, but estimate how far apart they are from each other in meters. We have here the first one, that is the green one, that is using a green, right, dress. you have in, which number would be this one? Which number would be this one? Which number we
40.
have?
40.
40, right?
40.
40, right? And the other one is
The time.
10.
80.
80. So how far they are? If we have one here in 40, and then the other one
40
in
meters.
40 meters.